Former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago and team from Federal Ministry of Works inspects Mina Suleja Road. Senator representing Niger East Central District flags off the distribution of 20 trailer loads of food items to 9 communities. Niger State government directs all political appointees and public office holders willing to contest elective positions in the 2027 general elections to resign their appointments on or before March 2026. Hello and welcome to Niger State Television News. My name is Hawa Inwa Isa. Do stay tuned for the news in full. Thanks for staying with us. Following the presidential approval for the continuation of the construction of Mina Suleja Road, former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago of Niger State and a team from the Federal Ministry of Works have carried out inspection of some section of road and bridges. NSTV correspondent Zakari Musa Lambata completes the report.
Former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago inspected the 71-kilometer road project in company of the Director of Highway Bridges and Road Design, Engineer Musa Saidu, and the Director of Highway Construction and Rehabilitation, Engineer Clement of the Federal Ministry of Works. Former Bago interacted with the contracting firm and appealed to the federal government to also consider the reconstruction of Diko Maje section based on its numerous strategic economic importance, adding that the design for the road has been finalized.
Diko Suleja Mina Road, where Mr. President has graciously approved in the FEC for it to be rehabilitated and some part fully reconstructed. This section is yet to be approved, but we are just here to look at the state of the road with the directors of the Ministry of Works. And we are sure that since the President has already started this work, we are going to make sure that this section is completed. We want to thank the Minister of Works too, for his support every time. You can see the plight of these people. It's just a 10-kilometer road. It took us 3 hours, from Diko Junction to get to Maji. This is terrible. And this is a route for all the trucks are coming from Lagos with petroleum products. The minister has already finished the design. It's a concrete road with drainages on both sides. So we are appealing that it should be, part of this newly approved Maji Jazu section of the road.
He used the opportunity to appreciate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of Works, Dave Imai, for their continuous support to Niger State. The directors of Highway Bridges and Road Design, Federal Ministry of Works, Engineer Musa Saidu, and that of Highway Construction and Rehabilitation, Engineer Clement, in their separate remarks disclosed that the Mina Suleja Road project will commence before the rain starts, while assuring that the 7-kilometer Maje Duko Road project will soon be awarded.
From Maje to Mina has been approved by Mr. President, leaving the 7-kilometer road from Diko to Maji, which we have done the design on rigid pavement with drainage both sides. And God's willing, we are going to present it to the management for consideration as an extension of this Maji to Mina. By God's grace.
The section that was just recently awarded, one section to CGC, the other one to CCCC. We have already taken decisions on site as you came. We are going to enforce that the contractor open at least 2 gangs to be able to push the work before the rains. And then this section we are, just as the Director of Bridges and Design said, we have already finished it, designed it on concrete road. Even we have taken cognizance of the people that have encroached on the right of way. We have already talked to them, and then the measurements we are already taking, and even we have it in file. So any moment from now, it will also be awarded, just like the other side has been awarded. And the Federal Ministry of Works, through the Honorable Minister, will ensure the maintenance of standards and specifications on this road to give the people quality road.
I am Zakari Musa Lambata reporting for NSTV News.
Niger State Governor, former Muhammad Umar Bago, has extended his heartfelt felicitation to his aide-de-camp, Maina Jibrila Abdulkadir, on his birthday. The former governor, through his chief press secretary Bologi Ibrahim, describes his ADC as young, smart, dependable, and committed to his duties. He commends the celebrant for his loyalty, untiring sacrifices, and hard work to ensure his security is not compromised. The former governor appreciates Allah for the boundless blessings and mercy of Allah on the life of the celebrant. He prays for more rewarding years for his ADC and good health and strength to continue his selfless service to humanity. As part of efforts to support constituents during the 2026 Ramadan fasting period, Senator Muhammad Sani Musa, representing Niger East Interior District, has flagged off the distribution of 20 trailer loads of food items to communities across the 9 local government areas of the zone. The distribution exercise was flagged off at the Justice Lebo Kutigi International Conference Center, Mina. Pamela Doma tells us more.
Flagging off the distribution on behalf of the senator, the state coordinator of the Renewed Hope Ambassador Alhaji Muhammad Mmakulu said the intervention reflects Senator Musa's commitment to supporting his constituents, particularly during the holy month of Ramadan, when many families required additional assistance. He explained that each of the 9 benefiting local government area will receive 2 trailer loads of grains consisting of 50 kilogram bags of rice and millets for onward distribution to residents.
We are here to say thank you to the good people of Niger East on behalf of the distinguished Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. It's a way of saying thank you very much for all the support you've been giving me. That is why we are here to distribute rice for them to have a peaceful Salah celebration for both the Christian and Muslim faithful in Niger East.
In his remark, the chairman of the Senators Sani Musa Advisory Council, Alhaji Baba Sule Bisalla, explained that a well-structured distribution template have been developed to ensure transparency and fairness at the ward level. He added that the commissioners from the 9 local government areas within the Niger East Senatorial District will supervise the exercise to ensure the grains reach the intended beneficiaries captured in the distribution templates.
What we did is to have the commissioners of this government from each of these local governments. They are the ones saddled with the responsibility of chairing the committees that has been inaugurated, and they are to make sure that the food items have gone down to the downtrodden, the people that really deserve it at the local level. Because this food you see here, 1 bag is not going to be distributed here. We have up to about 20 trailers of them. If you check around, you see them packed. All they're waiting for is for us to finish this symbolic presentation. Then they put those items in the vehicles and they will move to their various local governments. We have 9 local governments, and each of these local governments today will have about 600 bags of rice, 600 bags of millets. So each local government will have about 2 trailers of food items.
Also speaking, Niger State Commissioner for Justice Honorable Nasiru Ma'azu commended Senator Musa for the humanitarian gesture and assured that he and other commissioners would work closely to ensure a smooth and effective distribution process. Similarly, the member representing Muya constituency in the Niger State House of Assembly, Honorable Matthew Dogara Daje, who spoke on behalf of lawmakers from the 9 local government areas in Niger East, expressed appreciation to the senator for the timely intervention.
Ina zaton wanga shine na farko da za a yi, saboda haka yana da matukan ma'ana. Ana so a tabbatar da an yi shi yadda ya kamata. Saboda haka a madadin sauran kwamishinonin ina tabbatar da cewa insha Allahu za a raba shi yadda ya kamata. In wajen rabon ran mutum ya baci ya yi haƙuri domin za a yi shi yadda ya kamata. Abun nan bai da wuya, me yasa bai da wuya ya zo da template in buhu ɗaya ne buhu ɗaya buhu goma buhu goma.
Mine is to appreciate the great gesture made available by the most distinguished Senator Musa Chuantri. This is one of his kind. The gesture and the palliative provision to aid our Ramadan and as well as Christian Lent fasting. We appreciate him greatly.
Yeah, this is a welcome development because this is in line with His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Niger State. He has been doing it and he will continue to do it. And we are happy the Senators and House of Representatives have keyed into His Excellency program of ensuring people are not left in hunger and difficulties, because if you look at what is going on, the economic situation is just gradually picking up in the country generally because of the global situation we find ourselves. So it's a welcome development. The senators are doing wonderfully well, keying into His Excellency's program, and we are happy that all hands should be on deck and things should be for the masses.
The distribution exercise formed part of Senator Sani Musa's ongoing efforts to improve the welfare of his constituents and provide support to vulnerable residents during the Ramadan fasting period. Pamela Duma reporting for NSTV News.
Niger State government has directed all political appointees and public office holders who intend to contest elective positions in the 2027 general elections to resign their appointments on or before March 23, 2026. The directive was contained in a statement issued by the Secretary to the Government of Niger State, Alhaji Abubakar Usman, following the release of the revised timetable for the 2027 general elections by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. According to the timetable released by INEC, elections for the President and members of the National Assembly will take place on January 16, 2027, while elections for state governors and members of the state houses of assembly are scheduled for February 6, 2027. The electoral body also indicated that political parties will begin their primaries on April 23, 2026 as part of preparations for the general elections. Alhaji Usman explained that the directive was necessary to ensure strict compliance with electoral laws and guidelines regulating participation in elective offices. The SSG noted that the law requires public office holders who intend to contest elections to resign their appointments at least 1 month before the commencement of party primaries. He therefore urged all affected political appointees and government officials in the state with political ambitions to submit their resignations before the stipulated deadline to avoid violating the rules guiding the electoral processes. The Niger Zone A lawyers for Ndarani San movement has called on stakeholders to support initiatives that strengthen democracy, uphold the rule of law, and ensure Niger Zone A is represented by competent and visionary candidates. This call was made during a strategic planning and mobilization meeting in support of Mohammed Ndarani San's senatorial bid held at the Women Multipurpose Hall in Mina. Correspondent Ahmed Yusuf completes the report.
The meeting is aimed to bring together lawyers and stakeholders from across Niger South Senatorial District to plan and mobilize support for Ndarani's bids. Speaking shortly after the meeting, the coordinator of Niger South, a lawyer for Ndarani Sang's movement, Barrister Abubakar Issa Lapai, stated that the gathering aimed to adopt Ndarani's candidature for Zone A.
Well, we thank Almighty Allah for making us see today's event. It is indeed colorful. It is a moment that lawyers from Zoe have come together, shared ideas, enlighten ourselves, and also adopt the candidature of our own Mohammed Ndarani San to aspire for the position of the Senate representing Zone A in the forthcoming elections.
Speakers, including the chairman of the occasion, Barrister Yusuf Lapane, through their support behind Ndarani's bid in Niger
We are so
South.
happy that today's gathering was very unique. That all lawyers within Zone A have gathered here today to endorse Barrister CAN San Ndarani, Mohammed Ndarani, as the only candidate by the grace of God to vie for the senatorship position of Niger State come 2027. Ndarani has made a lot of impact. Very many is that we cannot be able to quantify it now because of lack of time. Otherwise, Ndarani deserves to be so.
The event culminated in the declaration of unity, which participants reaffirmed their commitment for a lawful and strategic campaign for Ndarani's son. The program highlighted the role of legal practitioners in promoting good governance, accountability, and citizen-centered representation.
This morning, I have never seen it in Niger State since I came to Niger State. Professionals coming together to strategize for their colleague. I've not seen it. And this, if we forge forward, will set a space for other zones to copy. Because lawyers don't plan to fail. Lawyers plan to succeed. Whenever you are preparing your matter from Court of Appeals to the Court of First Instance, the Court of Appeal to Supreme Court, all you are aiming at is to succeed. So, what we are doing this morning, we must not fail. What did Chief Aluwolowo did when he wanted to start his political party action group? He set up a think tank. He went to the University of Ife, got professors, Professor Samaluko. He went to the University of Ibadan, he got erudite professors. Into the legal profession, he got lawyers who are worth their salt. All his political students. These are the think tank he used. These are the people that will plan his political movement. These are the people that will sell him to the society. And that is what we are doing this morning. What we are doing this morning is to show Ndarani SAN that we will work with him and we will synergize with him. We will strategize with him and make sure that he wins the election.
The participants also addressed questions on Ndarani's profile and track record in Zone A of Niger State.
Leaders to the late chambers, to the Senate, and present the position for the question of Ndarani State. Apart from that, aside that, if you look at Ndarani's contribution again, people say with the lawyer of the masses, of the left privilege of society. Know as a fact that he did so many cases for people.
Shed some light on this movement, for which I'm one of the architects who came up with this idea, and the young men who are full of energy carried it up from there. I will tell you, we are behind you day and night. We will see to the realization of this project. It was mooted casually in my office, some young lawyers, and I told them, please go ahead. I know who Ndarani is, and I think it is high time. So I gave them this idea that we should come up with this movement. Now, let me make some clarification. This movement is not about Nigerian Bar Association, MENA branch, or Niger State. Please. It is rather movement of lawyers indigenous to the Zone A senatorial district of Niger State. It is not under the umbrella of MBA, but it is a movement of lawyers who are indigenous to Zone A in support of Mr. Dr. Mohammed Ndarani SAN.
Ahmad Yusuf reporting for NSTV.
Federal government has commended the governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum for strengthening technical and vocational education and training in the state, following the graduation of about 3,000 trainees from 9 vocational enterprise institutes and centers across the state. The commendation was contained in a statement signed by Barrio Falarashade, Director of Press and Public Relations at the Federal Ministry of Education. According to the statement, the Minister of Education, Maruf Tunja Lausa, described the initiative as a major step towards empowering young Nigerians with practical and employable skills. Alausa said program aligns with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which prioritizes youth empowerment and economic inclusion through skills development. This story brings us to the end of today's bulletin. Here are the major stories before we call it a day. We told you that former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago and a team from Federal Ministry of Works carried out inspection of some section of road following presidential approval for continuation of Mina Suleja Road. You heard that Senator representing Niger East Senatorial District has flagged off the distribution of 20 trailer loads of food items to 9 communities. And lastly, we told you that Niger State government has directed all political appointees and public office holders willing to contest elective positions in the 2027 general elections to resign their appointments on or before March 23, 2026. That's it on today's news. It's been Hawa Inwa Isa with the Bulletin. Thanks for being with us.